When it comes to developing your course, be sure to plan what and where you want materials to appear. So for today's session, you will learn how to create text and content within your e-learning pages. For example, I want to add a title in my course homepage and mention the topics to be covered using an item. So to create this content, I will hover over the Build Content button and select Item. Now that I'm inside of my item page, I'll go ahead and create a name and enter the text. So the text I'm going to put in is going to consist of the title, so that will be e-learning-getting started, and the topics that are going to be covered inside this course. You'll notice that inside this text editor there are several buttons that also appear in a basic word processor program. So you can actually insert a hyperlink, insert an image, change the format of your text such as bold, italics, underline, and strike through. Additionally, we can change the font color, the font type, the font size, justification to align left, align center, and align right. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my title, make it bold, make it bigger, and center it. As for the topics, I'm going to just go ahead and just add a bullet list. And perhaps indent it just once. Once I've finished typing in my message, I can scroll down at this point and look at my attachment options. Note that I have two choices. If I have not previously uploaded a file, I'll have to go inside Browse My Computer and select a file to attach. Note that if I select Browse My Computer, I can go into my computer's document area or a USB. If, however, I have already uploaded a file, I can select Browse Content Collection. Below the attachment are standard options. By default, you see that users, anyone who has permission to access this course, may immediately see what's written in the content and access what's possibly attached in attachment files. But you can also choose to track the number of views or perhaps select a date and time restriction. Note that you can specify date restrictions for a particular item. So if I wanted to make this item available within a specific range, for example December 1st through December 5th, and I do not want this item to be visible outside of this date range, I can select a display after and then display until. However, since I know this is just going to be a title that I want students to be able to read whenever they log into the course, I'm going to skip the standard option edits and just select Submit. You now see that I've added this item to my course. I have my title, I have my topics, and I even have my header listed here. If, for example, I do not want this header to be included, it's a very simple fix. What I'll do is, while my item is selected, select the drop-down button, and from its window that appears, select Edit. I cannot remove the header from this field because the orange asterisk requires that this field have something in there. It cannot be blank. So I'm going to go ahead and change the color of the text. So to change the color from black, I'm going to select the drop-down option button, and from the swatch menu, I'm going to select white. And once white has been selected, I will next select Apply. Now that I've changed the color for the header, I'll now choose Submit again. Now that eLearning has updated my changes, I'm satisfied with the text I created with the item command.